What's going on, everyone? Alliance Orc here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. And in this video, we have tons of nerfs for Battle for Azeroth raid bosses, including N'Zoth, Gahoon, Opulence, and so many more. But if you're enjoying this type of content, make sure to subscribe, as I do upload videos like these daily. With that being said, let's get right into the video. So, starting with Deer Mythrax no longer casts Oblivion Sphere, which, for those that don't know, was an ability the boss did like 5 seconds into the encounter. It would mind control you and the fight would reset. So Oblivion Sphere, no longer a thing. Gahoon's Power Matrix will no longer root players, but it seems that you still need to do 2 dunks, unless you only need to now dunk 1 orb on each side of the area to enter phase 2. Timing is not important. So the orb also no longer slows you either. So Gahoon, vastly nerfed. N'Zoth, you can now enter every Mind Gate to kill Psychus. You no longer get debuffed. And you no longer get mind controlled by reaching 0 energy either. So the mind control mechanic for N'Zoth, out the window. And you no longer need to have the legendary cape equipped either. So N'Zoth, completely gutted. Gahoon, completely gutted. Mythrax, gutted. Crucible of Storms, Restless Cabal, while soloing, will no longer do promises of power, making Crucible of Storms soloable. Dazara Lore, Opulence, no longer does hoarded power, which is what gives him the 200% damage and health buff. Conclave no longer has Lowest Pact, which gives him the damage reduction shield. And Crawling Hex is now reduced to 5 seconds, which, if you tried to solo this fight, if you got hit by Crawling Hex, you were essentially stuck in an infinite loop of being hexed, because by the time the 30 seconds was up, you would just get hexed again and again and again. Down to 5 seconds. Conclave, now soloable. Opulence, now soloable. Rastakhan's Zombie Dust Totem, no longer mind control, so Rastakhan is soloable. Freezing Blood no longer triggers, and you just DPS through Flash Freeze, making Jaina soloable. The Eternal Palace, Queen's Court, no longer has separation of power, meaning that you can now just stack the bosses and just cleave them down. Nyalotha, Vexiona no longer fears players with Terrifying Presence. And as I said earlier, you no longer need the legendary cape for N'Zoth and Carapace. And yeah, just tons of Battle for Azeroth nerfs across all the raids. So go out there, get that transmog, get those epic rare mount drops, because so many bosses are now killable. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead, wrap this video up. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.